Hey Mike, this is Joel. It's sure great to see you for this lesson. The old gold on the left and new blue on the right. Much better extension over there on your right. That's the main thing we worked on. And immediately you started hitting it better. Hugely better extension over there on our right on the new blue, Mike. So you can see why you're going to have inconsistent contact there, because the radius of your swing, you know, kind of that about 5 feet or so from your left shoulder down to the leading edge of the club head there is changing from one swing to the next very inconsistently when those arms aren't extended very well, Mike. But then this, be much more consistent, and that's why you hit the ball so consistently well yesterday during our lesson. Because those arms were extended better through impact. Much, much better. Much better contact all through the lesson yesterday. And again, you're getting onto your front foot much better than you realized. This is just starting out. And then as we went through the lesson, you got a couple swings with your driver as well. And you see, you thought you weren't getting onto your front foot turning through now, but there, see, you're on that front foot pretty well, Mike. And I love, remember how beautifully you're around this plane line or even under it, that you've been working on that the last few months, and that's given you a much more consistent draw, so that's fantastic. Right down that plane line beautifully there, Mike. So that's fantastic. But this is the drill, kind of that half swing, much better extension, much better weight shift right on over there to your front foot. That was the first practice swing I had to do, and then here was the first time you did it with the ball, and you pulled it off very nicely with the ball right there, Mike. A lot of times folks don't pull it off with the ball there, but you kept pulling it off very nicely, so even with the ball there, that, look at that, man, beautiful extension. Just like on the practice swing. And then you added a little length to the backswing, so the arms got a little worse, and a little length of the follow-through. Arms got a little worse, but they still stayed pretty doggone good. Way better than what you started with, for sure. There you go. And you continue to hit the ball quite nicely. Great stuff. And there you're on your front foot. And there are many other things wrong with your swing, Mike, but we're not going to worry about them right now. Because if you don't kind of get this consistent, the other stuff really won't make too much of a difference. This is the most relevant improvement you can make. There's the longer swing. This is the most relevant improvement you can make to your swing on the video that's going to directly improve the ball flight like you were seeing yesterday. See, the swing arms aren't as good there as on the drill. You just need time to practice it and get used to it, Mike. And you pull it off pretty well with the driver. Much better. And like I told you, that's fairly advanced. To be able to hit balls with this half-swing drill with a driver and get them solidly. Look at that, buddy. You can see how nicely that one took off. Real good contact, real good extension. But just give yourself a few months to get used to this, Mike. Practice it a lot at the range. Much better extension. So good work there, sir. Feel free to ring me up. There's the phone number and there's the email address. And obviously I'll be seeing you over at the course on Thursday nights. Thanks.
Hi, this is Joel. I'm here at Dr. Todd Elworth's office. He's one of the best chiropractors in the region. He's a TPI certified golf fitness professional. And I really want you to know about him because he can help you a lot with your golf fitness, just as he's helped my young student Taylor here in the last year or so.
And how we met, Taylor came into my office with back pain. Basically what we took him through is numerous screens to find out why he had the back pain. I don't only treat back pain, but my second goal is to find out exactly why he has this problem. So we analyzed him, we find out he has some certain weaknesses, we put him on some strengthening exercises, and he's doing very well.
He's done great. He's had very little back pain, and that's mainly because he injured himself working too hard at the golf course. So he's done his exercises, he's felt great. I'm very, very thankful that Todd's been able to help Taylor in this great way. And I want him to help you too if you have any questions at all about your golf fitness.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlink. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment, and then we have the face-on camera angle also, and then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment, and we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the stem meter, 10.5 on the stem meter, and 12.5 on the stem meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. And then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter! Ellie! Good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied and things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each screen. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.